This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly, because these criminals don't want more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, somebody just sent me this and they will ask me my opinion on it. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I've been saying this since January. The administration doesn't matter. Who's in charge of the SEC doesn't matter. The only time they complain about naked shorting is when they are not in power. The minute they're not in power, naked shorting is a big issue. They have to do something about it. There's a major problem. We can't allow this. Then the minute they get in power and they're in a position to end the naked shorting, or at least control it, what do? They become silent. All of a sudden, they start practicing willful blindness to the naked shorting. When Paul Atkins was in the SEC before, he didn't mention naked shorting. He had nothing to say about it. But after he left, then all of a sudden, naked shorting is a major problem that needs to be addressed. Now that he's back as the chair of the SEC, what has he said about naked shorting? Absolutely nothing. Okay? Everybody knows that if you want to stop a majority of the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market, you have to stop the naked shorting. And the easiest way to stop the naked shorting is to do what South Korea did. End all shorting in the market until there are things in place to control the naked shorting. And when you catch people naked shorting, you have to punish them harshly. You have to make it not financially feasible to naked short. If they made $1 million naked shorting, then the fine should be $10 million. If they made $10 million naked shorting, then the fine should be $100 million. And if they did that, and then on top of that, they took people's license to participate in the industry, and for the real egregious cases, they indicted some people, the naked shorting would stop. But the bad actors, they control the SEC, they control the DOJ, they control the FBI through the politicians who control the heads of these agencies. And as long as they limit their victims, or a majority of their victims, to retail investors, to pension funds, and to institutions that follow the rules, nothing's gonna be done. We're gonna see justice, and this is just my opinion. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any stock. When the liquidity runs out, because when the liquidity runs out, the banks are not gonna go down with the naked shorters. They're gonna have margin calls. There's gonna be forced liquidations. Or one of these lawsuits gets to the discovery phase and they are forced to turn over that trading history and the blue sheets for NWBO, AMC, GME, MULN, MMTLP, and a whole lot of other stocks. And if you watch my previous video, NWBO is ready to go. NWBO is ready to go. They want the blue sheets. They want the algos. They want everything. And I believe that once that's released, if it's released, because there might be a major settlement before then, because here's the thing. If these criminals claim they're not engaged in naked shorting, if they claim they're not manipulating AMC, GME, MMTLP, NWBO, and all these other stocks, then why didn't they just turn over the trading history and end the lawsuit? If you're claiming that you're not doing what I say you're doing, what NWBO says you're doing, MULN says you're doing, and all you have to do to prove that you're not doing it is to turn over the trading history, and you're refusing to turn it over, and not just refusing to turn it over, you're paying lawyers millions of dollars to not turn it over. Are you really wanting us to believe that this paperwork exonerates you? If the trading history exonerated these criminals, these naked shorters, they would have turned it over the minute the lawsuit was filed. But they don't. They pay attorneys to fight the courts so they don't have to turn over that trading history. In my opinion, that is just further evidence that the trading history is a smoking gun. And eventually, I believe we're going to get our hands on it. And then the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are going to be shamed into doing their job. The only thing is, I don't believe the real masterminds are going to be held accountable. It's going to be some low-level manager who's going to end up holding the bag. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Why do you think when these guys are out of office, they complain about naked shorting? Then the minute they're in office and have the power to do something about it, crickets. Crickets, crickets, crickets. Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.